Well, I hate to hear that you don't think you're going to get one. You're going to get a fun Christmas episode today. Going to be watching a little Christmas episode from Primetime 1989. Hey, speaking of way back when, I know you don't normally, as a rule of thumb, consume professional wrestling,
Right.
but did you see over the weekend that Cody Rhodes helped bring back the classic world title, the Winged Eagle Championship, which was the belt they were using way back in 1989?
Right.
Tony, that's one of the more beloved belts in wrestling history. I know it's all about what we grew up on, but where does that design rank for you all time, Tony?
Well, as far as WWE designs, I think it ranks number one for me.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. And I guess Jesse came back as well, didn't he?
He is indeed back. Did you have a
Yeah.
chance to hear any of his stuff?
No, I did not.
It was pretty cool, man. And I was explaining to somebody the other day how fun I thought it was that after all these years, we got to hear his voice again. It
Right.
made me, for whatever reason, think of you. You know, I never thought we would see Jesse call wrestling again, certainly not in the WWF. And I never thought once upon a time we'd see you calling wrestling again. So
Right.
I
Right.
don't know. I think the same reason people enjoy hearing you do commentary, they probably like Jesse for the same reason, right?
Yeah, I guess because nostalgia. Nostalgia is kind of what got me back. I mean, you brought me back with the podcast, and then nostalgia brought me back because Tony Khan uh, in the '90s, that was his right. His early, and that's Jesse and I were doing stuff together in the early '90s. So that was his jam back then. And so listen, I realize I realize my role with AEW, and my role with AEW is to make you feel good about the past, to make you it's nostalgia driven,
Yes.
and I get that. So I mean, if it I would just be another announcer if it wasn't for nostalgia. I think, my opinion, but yeah, nostalgia's big, and I guess that's why they brought back Saturday night's main event with the logo and the old ring and Jesse doing commentary. I think that's all really cool. Good for Jesse. Jesse, I have nothing but great things to say about working with Jesse Ventura, sincerely. And I remember when he got the governorship, of Minnesota. I was still working in wrestling, and he had gone, of course. And I tried to call him, and I called the secretary, and she said, "Sir, you're going to need to fax me a letter telling me why you want to talk to the governor." So after it was all over with, I finally got in touch with Jesse, and Jesse said, "It's so crazy. It was so crazy back then. There was no way you were going to be able to talk to me." So yeah, I have nothing but great things to say about Jesse, and I'm glad he's back on TV.
Super cool to see that he's back. And of course, we're all about traditions in pro wrestling. We're all about nostalgia in pro wrestling. And I'm sure in the future, a lot of wrestling fans will be nostalgic about the Continental Classic, which we're going to see more of this Wednesday night, or as you're listening, that's tonight on AEW. And of course, we're marching towards World's End. It's going to be here before you know it. We've already had the World Title Championship match announced, and it's a four-way match with John Moxley, Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Jay White. And you want to talk about some big stars? A four-way dance for the world title. We'll also see MJF and Adam Cole hook it up for the Dynamite Diamond Ring.
Yeah.
We're going to have Mariah May and Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight for the women's world title.
Yikes.
We've got Takeshita taking on Powerhouse Hobbs for the international championship. And we're going to crown a winner for the Continental Classic. We got the semifinal winners, then the Blue League winner versus the Gold League winner. We've even got a runner-up bracket that same night. There's a lot of stars in this, man. Continental Classic going to be a new tradition for a lot of wrestling fans. What do you think about the Continental Classic, Tony?
When it first came out last year, I was kind of like scratching my head about, wow, sometimes tournaments don't work. That has been the case in wrestling, but this has been really, really good. We have seen great matches. I think we have seen Kyle Fletcher come into his own during this tournament. Obviously, Will Ospreay has been great in this tournament as well. Claudio Castagnoli, and I know I'm going to miss some running the list down, but Kazuchika Okada. We got some great stars, In this tournament, unfortunately, Juice Robinson broke his foot the very first time out, so Commander had to replace him, and he kind of got, as the old cliche goes, behind the 8 ball. But I've enjoyed the matches, I really have, and I'm saying that as a wrestling fan, not necessarily a person that quote unquote shields for the company. I really have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed those matches. And tonight, one match that is going to be, I think, phenomenal is going to be Will Ospreay and Darby Allin. So, see, just great matchups, and really the way we're going to have it, just to clarify it at World's End, the winner of the gold is going to face the runner-up the blue. Winner of the blue face the runner-up the gold in two. They'll be, and then the champions will go on, or the winners of those two matches will go on for the championship. And unfortunately, MJF will be there too.
That nothing happening, son of a bitch. Did you see over the weekend he wrestled QT Marshall and AJ showed up? He went nose to nose with MJF. What a moment that was at an independent in Florida this weekend.
Yeah, look at this. I mean,
because here's the thing: everybody knows MJF is a Sam's Club guy. That's been well established.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, this is big heat, Costco and Sam's Club, and
yeah,
I know QT Marshall. He's more of a BJ's guy, and I hear BJ's are real over in wrestling.
I heard that years ago, but
really,
yeah.
So that goes back to even the JCP days that BJ's were just over.
From what I hear, yeah.
Now, have you ever been to a BJ's? Where are you at on BJ's?
I've never been to one. I don't know how it rates, but I am a Costco guy.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's about as far as I'll go with that line of thinking.
You're more of a chicken bake guy or a chocolate chip cookie?
Chicken bake. Yeah.
Okay. That checks out.
Yeah.
Hey, before we, I got a couple things I want to show you. I got two silly things and I got one wrestling thing. What would you like to see first?
Well, everything you show me usually is silly, but so go ahead and hit one of them. I don't care.
You want a silly one?
Yes.
Okay. So you've agreed in a loud and clear voice that you are not going to read rap, right?
Right.
Can I have you react to rap?
No.
Great. Let's roll the tape. Here we go. And do you think we could get you and Lois caroling around Marietta for that one?
No, but if that ice cream truck comes around, children run.
Can you believe that's a real thing?
Oh, who is that singing that? Who was
That's Sexy Red, and that is a real song, and that is a real thing.
Yeah.
And she is a mother.
Oh,
and
she is.
that wasn't a private video. That is for mass consumption.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, just when you think you've seen it all.
Yeah.
My favorite thing was, though, her so-and-so's fat like a bitch with diabetes eating cake.
Music today. You kids. Kids.
We went from the Beatles to Do That Dick Hang Low. Tony.
Yeah, right.
Do you think that song will be stuck in your head at TV?
No, it won't. It's gone all the way out, as a matter of fact.